Welcome back to I Said It With No Edit, Motivational Mondays. Today my guest is Melvin, a cousin of mine who I've seen paint, and is definitely something that I want to share with everybody because it's motivation if you need something to dive into to help control some of those emotions. Melvin,
What's happening?
how are you?
I'm well, you know.
Good. So, just a little bit. When I'm, I always look for guests, and lately I just been seeing you posting like the paintings, and it was just like I like them. Like, oh, I can't wait to see what he paint next. Like, I can see and I can feel the energy and emotion you put into it, and I noticed that it's a lot of like little angels, and for me, how I am, I know it's something rooted in the reason why.
Yeah.
But it's just like I know it's a story behind it. And I wanted you to be on a guest because I know it can help other people as well. So let me, again, he paints. Why did you paint? What was the start for you to start painting?
Really balance in life, you know. Sometimes there's nowhere to run, and it be dark.
Yes.
It's like a hole. Sometimes you get sucked in there, And when I sit down at my table, look for colors sometimes the colors just pop out. You don't fight it, just use that motherfucker.
Yep.
That's just how it goes, And I think if I didn't have this, I might go to drugs, alcohol, stuff like that. And I never thought, oh, I'm gonna sit down and paint. I mean, most men might say, oh, that's faggot shit, but I don't give a fuck.
No, it's not.
I stopped worrying about man approval.
Other people.
You're gonna die, they're gonna say shit. You're gonna live, they're gonna say shit. So at the end of the day, make it worth your while. I do it because it's some not copy. I originated this shit. I'm sure they do it everywhere around the world, but me to sit down and to just focus and study and paint, it pushes me thinking like, wow, what else I can do in this world, So I do it to push Melvin, because if Melvin don't push Melvin, I'll lay my black ass in there and be lazy on the bed and don't do shit.
So, what do you think makes your paintings different than other people painting? And of course, you already kind of touched on it and said, of course, it's original because you did it.
Yeah.
But in another sense, like what makes you different when you make your sculptures? And again, it is a difference because, like I said, when I watch it, it's like the energy. It's different.
I think years of pain, years of.
How long have you been doing it?
Now, you know what? A couple of months after my father died. My dad died in December of 2016. So, I had some little shaky moments in my life where, bad thoughts, suicide, no, we weren't raised like that. My mom wrote me off because she didn't raise me like that. We born in the South, Alabama, Birmingham. He taught, church and all that, read the Bible, know God. But sometimes the devil be on your back. Sometimes you can't shake him the fuck off. And he pin you down. He'll use people forms to be like, oh, wow, that's my father. Well, your father did. Sometimes I had to learn that, thinking maybe my dad was coming to visit me. But you got to see the dream out sometimes. He laugh at you, pin you down. You can't move. A lot of people ain't experienced this type of shit.
Correct.
I have. And that's why I say a lot of people go to church. And my pastor always told us, don't go to church going to hell on the front pew. A lot of people miss the message. You know what I mean? The devil was once an angel, beautiful, got cocky. I want my own shit. God said, okay, get the fuck out. Run hell. So I do that because I don't run from spirits. I used to, and I used to be scared. I still am. My thing is that I know I can fight spiritually. Imagine what I could do fucking physically. Like, I feel like, I keep complaining, but it's a normal complaint because a lot of folks do it. I don't wish I had my neighbor's shit, Yeah, maybe you might have got a bad girl, but my dad said, always show me a bad bitch, I'm gonna show you a man that's tired of her. I'm gonna show you a bad dude and show you a chick tired of him. So, I always talking about the grass is greener. The grass is green wherever you water the motherfucker. So my thing is, I'm honest. Yeah, I used to convert that neighbor house, want this, want that, but that's not for me. What it say God put you there, you still not happy. So what the fuck? My thing is, you make what you want yours. You know, you make like the painting. Like I sit down, I go in thinking this is what I'm gonna do. Shit be like, like no, that ain't, you know, that ain't what you want to do. I'm sorry, I can talk a lot, but
no, don't apologize. Please don't apologize.
I'm not trying to like steer away from the subject. But
you good. You good.
I think the question was why I paint.
What makes yours different?
What makes
and
me,
I can basically you excited because all the emotion and energy you have within you.
And then when I post samples to get feedback, even the negativity, it drives me. Like to see people interested in that. You know, I influenced a lady to start oil-based paint like canvases, and she never painted in her life. Like you just said. You be excited to see what's my next move. She be doing the same thing. And I don't mind sharing things like what to make you make this darker, what two brushes to make acrylic paint, water-based paint, oil-based paint. Sometimes you can use house paint as a primer, you know. I'm willing to help anybody, even if it's like, hey, I thought about you here. That might make your yard pop, or that might protect your house from evil. I don't know what you roll with. So I don't kind of I'm not too shy to paint whatever you ask. At the same time, if it switches, that what makes it unique, because I'm not doing it. I'm doing whatever my mind tells me to.
What you feel.
Even if it's the devil sometimes telling you to paint some shit like this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not painting it for me, but somebody else is into that shit, you know? I know who I am. I used to be scared to think maybe I'm gonna get possessed or took over. I'm not cocky, but my willpower is a motherfucker. Like I'm stubborn, I'm headstrong, I'm bullheaded. It takes a lot for me to be like, oh man, I want to, you know, the whole apartment complex walking in this direction. My stupid ass is still go this direction and go around. Like I never been a follower, and I hate to lead, but I was born with leading tendencies. I never asked for a title. I just like to be alive, you know. It's every day as I wake up, I see breaking news, and I don't want to hear it, but it was written. All this shit gotta happen, you know. Even this virus shit, you know, handmade or not, all this shit is a purpose. It's some reason it's happening. So, you know, I know you don't supposed to question the good man upstairs, and sometimes he know your thoughts before you say them. So don't be like, oh, I didn't never question God. Yes, you have. Like, we all do. And thing is with me, I think if I didn't have painting, I'd be alcoholic, you know, because I went to the bottle for answers, you know, stand up, looking at his pictures, looking in the mirror because I look just like him. And sometimes wondering, you know, did I cause him to die and stuff like that, or causing, like, with my stubbornness or my attitude, or, you know, I think about things folks scared to think about. And my father died of me. He made sure before he died it was never me. He thought he didn't get right with me mentally and spiritually, but I said, if you holding on for something, me and you got something beef, that shit been dead, you know. I'm not saying it's just because you're on your deathbed, but I won't change what we had to go through to get to where we at. You picked me for a reason. You got 4 girls. I'm a man, you know what I mean? You picked me to change your pampers, to see you naked in the tub. I wasn't ready for that, but he knew. That's how powerful my father was. As he was dying, he gave me his energy to take care of him and to get through that. So I use all that to go into my painting. And sometimes I get to a block and I'll reach out for help, meaning the earth, meaning people on Instagram. I don't do Facebook. It's too damn messy for me.
They all messy.
They all are, you know.
They all messy, but now with that, I know it's off topic, but it's also the person behind that page that's messy. It's not the actual media. No, so it's the people.
I just say media meaning because that's where it at. It ain't in person, you know what I'm saying? A lot of folks call it like you run away. Nah, I just take a break from it because, you know.
Nothing wrong with that. I do my breaks where I cut off all devices. Yeah. You have to. Life is a mess sometimes.
I try to explain that to my family members. Like, a lot of folks get mad at me. You know, I was always a yes guy. And I started saying, no, I lost a lot of folks. Yes. But they let you know and try to, I ain't talking about nobody, but it kind of make you question what was your relationship or your position with them if they can't fuck with you, if you've been together through thick and thin and you finally say no, or you act funny, knowing you trying to show them that you going through something, and we all do.
We all got something.
Some folks just have that. Sometimes you like, yeah, I'm a moody motherfucker. That's just me. I tell you, yo, I'm going through something personal. You know, sometimes I'll share it, but at the same time,
you don't have to.
You give a motherfucking ammo, they're gonna shoot you.
Yep.
I call it premeditated suicide, meaning, Tasha, I told Tito over here, you know, my business for help, but he ain't told Michael.
Mm-hmm.
What you telling Tasha for? You the one gave. Tasha didn't do shit. So you gotta watch, like you said, with your energy, you gotta watch who you give it to. You know what I'm saying? Just because you want to be accepted or you feel like you're alone or you don't have any friends, sometimes you're protected from that man up there not to have those.
Correct.
You know, maybe you're just needed when you're needed, and that's something new I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like I gotta be the guy.
I felt that way too.
Maybe your time's up, Melvin. You know,
it's not even that. It's you serve a purpose, and when you're supposed to do something, that's when you're supposed to. And that's with me with my issues is I want to help everybody and anybody.
Yeah.
And when they'll tell me all the time, you can't save everybody, and it really took a while for me to fully grasp that I can't help everybody because it might not be meant for me. Because I can sit there and go help them and they're good, but then it leaves me drained.
That's something you said. Like you said something about purpose. I jump in on that subject about purpose, meaning I never knew my purpose. Mm-hmm. I never knew what made me happy because I never had to think about it.
A lot of people don't.
I felt like being needed and wanted was my happiness. And when I seen that be tested and not needed anymore.
But that's not true.
I know, but you know what you feel sometimes is what you feel.
I know.
And that's the only thing you want to see sometimes. I just had this conversation earlier. A lot of folks, you can tell them, but they're hearing what they want to hear.
Exactly. They already got it set in their head, and that's what it's going to be.
Yes.
And you're talking to a wall, and those are people I can't talk to.
Exactly.
Sadly, I can't, because it's like, especially if you're in my circle, and I want to help you, and it's like you're stuck in that, sadly, the low vibration, and you don't want to come off that low vibration. I understand. I've been there. I totally understand.
Fear is a motherfucker.
Yes.
Fear is a motherfucker.
Trust me, I know. I've been on that end. I know. Trust me, I know. But that's where I'm at too, where I know is I can't allow that person to bring me back there neither. Anybody. It's not a person. Anybody. I can't allow anybody to take that energy that I do have and not reciprocate. Like, it has to be a reciprocation.
True.
So what I do, and like the purposes, we're talking about purposes in life, I do several stuff. That's just me. I know I'm supposed to serve people. I get my joy from helping other people. This podcast has been a real huge thing that I really enjoy doing. Mm-hmm. So I know my purpose is talking and sharing, and I love learning. I learn all the time, new things every day. I have to learn something new every day. I know I'm supposed to share it with people. Now, whether the people take it or not, I'm okay with it. Before, it's like I want people to know and understand. But I've learned that it's not for everybody. Yeah. Everything I know, it's not for everybody. So my purpose, I feel as though, yes, is sharing. I might not do this next year. I don't know. Something else might pop out. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But I know it's putting me on the path to where I need to be. And I love doing. I'm not doing anything that I don't enjoy doing. And again, that's why it brings me to you and your paintings, because I can see that you do enjoy doing it. It takes you to another place. And you posted like the outfit you got with the devil. Yeah. I didn't think automatically, like, oh my God, he's in the Satan work. I didn't think that. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy behind, I didn't get that.
That's funny you brought that up. That was one of my what my mother says to me. It marinates in my soul like ribs when you dry rub them and leave them overnight. My mother told me, why the devil? And I said the same thing, but I said, read what it says. Like I told my cousin over the weekend, she's like, I don't too much like that, the devil. I said, it ain't a devil. It's a person that look like one, but read the phone and read what it spells. I said, you're going to have that in life. That's just like you say, I'm going to wake up and wear this purple dress. You're going to get motherfucker calling you Borning. You're going to get motherfucker saying, oh, purple, my favorite color. The decision is yours.
Correct.
People are going to have negativity and they're going to have positivity. Like, I was nervous, and I'm my spirit goes beyond... My spirit goes beyond church and Bible. My spirit goes to my damn soul. When someone says something to me, it don't matter. Like, it shouldn't. It bothers me. It could be something great. My stomach right here.
Second brain.
A lot of folks, you the second person told me that. My grandma used to always say, this is the oil to your lamp when you don't have to go to heaven and stuff. You gotta have, I never knew what she talking about. You gotta have oil to burn a lamp, but that's a whole nother subject. My thing is, it bothers me, like, even when, you know, I'm a raw dude, you know, even when it comes to fucking, you know, I think extreme, like, you know what I'm saying? If I don't feel nothing from you, I can get in the shower. Like my daddy say, you get a wet ass in the tub. A lot of people, that shit'll go over your head. Oh yeah, you gonna get a wet ass because the shower's wet. Nah. Shit, go back and rewind my motherfucking statement and listen. Like, my daddy got 4 girls and he always tell them, hey, get a wet ass in the tub. You don't need no nigga. Excuse my French. You know, we say nigga, but we don't say the R word. It's a term. You're gonna get a lot of folks like, why you say the N word?
No, you good.
I can say all I want. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. That's practically my first name. But it's just a lot with me when it comes spiritually. Like, I don't have kids. I'm 38 years old. I look at some qualities, and most people don't think I'm being sexist here, but hear the end of this sentence. I look at some women to see the qualities of my mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother. I see if they have a mother fucking agenda. Any lady can lay down and let you fuck them. Fuck my mind. And then at the same time, I don't have no kids because of the fear of myself knowing, oh, damn, what if I can't provide? Or what if I can't protect my kids from danger? Or what if I can't afford to bring a kid in this world? Like, I'm extreme. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
Nah, it's funny because I heard somebody else, I can't think of who it was, said that they didn't have children because they don't want to bring somebody else into the world when they're not ready.
Exactly.
And I had children younger. I don't regret my babies at all. I'll do it 5 times over, 10 times over.
Exactly.
But I do understand it because at the end of the day, it's a lot to have kids. And then what people don't realize, we create life. It's a legit life.
Yes.
And we're taking a copy of ourselves.
Yes.
If we're not right within ourselves and know ourselves, secondly, you're creating another one. How the hell are you going to take care of that next one if you don't even know yourself?
I mean, most people do it, not to cut you off, most people do it to help push them to get to those levels.
True.
Like, it's not always negative, you know. And that's why I said, I'm saying it for Melvin.
Yeah, no,
like you just said, you'll do it 5 times over. That's your
me.
life.
That's
what you went through, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then now I'm gonna throw another little fucking egg in the little basket. Let's say you can go back with all the knowledge you got now and do this all over again. Look how powerful and strong you'll be. And who to say you wasn't that when you had your first kid?
Well, I had to be because I got to where I'm at.
Boom.
That's how I look at it too. And even if I had the knowledge, I would not change a thing because that means it would change where I'm at now.
Boom. You'd be false.
I have to do everything that I did before to get to where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Not saying it would be something different and worse, but I love where I'm at now. So
some women couldn't even have kids, you know?
Correct.
And they wish they had kids.
Correct.
Then you got some of these idiots out here who marry these women, know they can't have kids, then they destroy them and go fucking cheat and have a baby. Do you know what you do to a woman when you do that? You know what I mean? Stay single, bro. Right. You don't fuck up just her mind. You fuck her mind towards every single man following you. Like, even with vice versa with chicks and dudes, you know? That's a lot, you know.
That's a deep subject.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother podcast that I think we
Yeah.
need to do because I'm just want to say a little bit on that because if he sit there and do that to her, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, but I have to say that she kind of knew. She knew, and she sat and allowed it though. So in the end,
we only do what you allow us to do.
correct. So I wouldn't put the full blame on him.
No,
You get what I'm saying? Because
And a lot of folks are scared to be alone because they accept anything.
that's
yeah, and I used to be that way, you know. I used to be like, oh, I need somebody. When you start living, like you put on earlier, self-love, I call it self-improvement because you're never finished.
It's never into the journey.
Yeah.
You're always doing self-love. You're always doing self-healing. You're always doing self-care. You have to. If somebody say, oh, I did my self-care and I'm done. No, you need to run from them because you need to do it all the time because things change all the time.
That would get back to the subject. Like,
go ahead.
When I paint, you should think I'm running from who I am. I'm hiding behind my paint. At first, that's probably why probably everything was incomplete because I'm feeling like this is my shield. This is another mask. Now I'm Zorro. Now tomorrow I'm be Batman. I sit down now, and my father taught me this. Yeah, I miss that, man. He will be like, some of that shit you be worrying about, butter, it's nothing to worry about. He said, that shit you be talking to me about, I just wish you didn't give a fuck about it. And he said, one day that shit gonna come, you gonna be like, oh, it's fucking acne bothering up. Here come this goddamn headache coming on. My face breaking out. You gonna already know, and you gonna be like, just, hey, you'll get over it.
Drink your water.
Yeah.
Drink your water, cut out the chocolate, the sugar, get your vitamins, you good.
Yeah.
You good.
You only do what you're ready to do. Some folks like the stage they're in. They can ask you, me, Wendell, anybody for help. But the thing is, some people ask for that help for validation, but at the same time, they're gonna be stuck doing what the fuck they want to do.
Say it again.
They like that feeling, man.
And it's not. I can't. It could be like, but they're comfortable.
Yeah.
We get in these vibrations and we get comfortable, and you're not growing if you're not in an uncomfortable state. How can you grow if you're still in the same feeling? I
won't say that if I'm talking about somebody else. I'm talking about Melvin, me. I was so comfortable. I took a job. Been there 15 fucking years, and I took it out of spite, knowing was no future, but I like what I do and what I do for others. So I was butthurt, got laid off, right? I wrote something, and someone showed my boss. Thing is, with me, I'm not a fucking kid. If you got enough power in you to chastise me and talk to me, have that same amount of energy to come to me and say, hey, Mel, that was wrong. You know, I found out what you said, and maybe you can go by another way of doing that. You know, I feel though, if you can't bring that to me, it don't matter. I used to think kids and females were messy. I'm gonna tell you something. Us men,
shit.
Man, we gospel more than some women, you know what I'm talking about? And
I'm definitely learning that. Men is messy too. Shit.
And it's like, who got the good news, like Juice? Like, I was kind of guy when I was growing up, like women had soap operas. You know what men had? Men had westerns. Now watch every western and see what goes on in westerns. Maybe somebody mess with somebody's wives, or somebody robbed some bank, or somebody in the bar waste whiskey on it. It's drama. It's all mess.
Yeah.
All it is just men on horses. That's it. And it's men, mostly. Some women are cowgirls, but mostly just men. If you look at it, then there's always a leader, and then you got the little fucking suck up little sidekicks, you know what I'm saying? And I'm the kind of guy, I'm very open, I'm very knowledgeable about a lot of things, but at the same time, I don't know shit. You know, I always want to be around my elders, and I always thought people were older, they knew knowledge. There's some young folks know more than that's one thing I'm working on. Unless somebody younger than me try to tell me something, I'd be looking at them like, man, who the fuck you is?
Some of these younger ones is coming back and they taking their time and they learning.
Exactly. Like my father showed me that. Like he always used to tell me I'm a young punk. I don't know what I'm talking about, but he wasn't, you know, he wasn't ashamed to say, oh, Butter taught me a lot of things, you know, and I did, and he taught me a lot of things because our main war is we didn't know each other. He knew a 5-year-old Butter. You know, I didn't know my father. I just knew rage and anger. And for me to come back to reality, he had to grab me and show me that despite your feelings, I'm your father. You're going to respect me. And that's another thing about life. You know, sometimes you lose yourself and you have to snatch yourself and be like, hey, this is your life. You know, even if you're thinking about you want to end it, you can't, because you gotta remember, you're gonna hurt more people. Maybe you hurting one person by killing one person. You kill a whole million folks because you don't know what your light.
Impact was on for people.
Yeah, that light you had was shining through these people's tunnels where they couldn't see shit. You know, and I never knew, like, I'm a loner. I never knew people act brave, act gangster. They want you around. But you so much of being a loner, you can't see that because you need them for comfort and just to be feeling validated and shit. Sometimes them same people that you needs you.
Yep.
And I never knew how to accept that, you know, so it's something new I'm learning, but it'd be so late when I find out. I end up losing friends, family members.
But technically, you know, how I'm learning, because I'm definitely losing people as well. For the last couple of years, I've been losing people. I'm still sadly losing people, but I'm also gaining because I'm learning. If I'm sitting here saying A, B, C, and D, and then you're going against it, in reality, like you said, you can only be you. I can only be me. I'm not going to change myself just so you can fit into my circle. Yeah. Either you're going to take me and respect me as I am, or you're going to go about your business. Yeah. So at the end of the day, when I did my change, and I'm still doing it, but my growth, if you don't fit into it, then you have to respectfully get out my presence. I love you. Trust me, I love everybody. I have love for everybody, but you don't have to be in my circle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to entertain, and I don't have to hurt myself. That dog is so pretty. I don't have to entertain that energy and hurt myself in the long run. So it does suck, but I also look at it as like friends. I can't say they're not really family, but friends, if you can lose them that quickly, were they really friends? Yeah. Even with significant others, how you see people get into relationships and they don't want to be 100% truthful with their spouse. Oh, I can't tell them this and I can't tell them that. Oh, they might not be with me. And if that's at the end of the day, if that's the case, why would you want to be with somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you want to be with somebody that's going to love you unconditionally despite all your flaws and everything that you did? I know I do. True. 15 years coming up in September. You have to. Yeah. How do you have a relationship if you can't be honest with the person and they know you inside out? I can't sit there and say, okay, I can never tell my husband this, that, and another. Then he don't love me unconditionally, or he doesn't know me. He knows pieces of me. Yeah. So I look at it now as if somebody can't take me as me 100%, any relationship, down to my kids, any relationship, then you don't need to be in my circle. No. And if I can't take you in your 100%, if it's just too much, I respect you. You do you, but just do it over there. Yes. So, and I put out there all the time, I desire for people that does align with my frequency, or is close and similar, and basically loves me unconditionally and accepts me, flaws and all. That's what I want, and I've been gaining people as well, and it's like, it's amazing. Yeah. So when you go through, and it's the journey is very hard, and it's good when you have things like you got your painting. You're able to go back to your painting and dive into your painting to help get you some of those frustrations out. Yes. I do several things. I do tarot cards. I do readings. I do. I read. I write things. I do different things to help me put my energy into something so I can focus and help better myself. And you have this to help you. So during your process, you can find other people. Like, this might help you network to find other people that paint. You get what I'm saying? Yes. Other things, and it can help bring other people in your life. Yes. So it might not be your purpose, but it's definitely getting you to where you need to be, because me just seeing it, that energy you put behind it, it's something there. It really, really is. It's really interesting. And you show me the bases and stuff. Like, I can see my house filled with shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really something there. So yeah, like, again, I'm not saying it's your purpose, but I definitely say it's your purpose for right now. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? At
first, you don't see what you seeing, what you telling me you seeing. You don't see that the person, meaning me, when I paint, I didn't know it would be such a success, or it would be so of an impact on other people, which it makes me smile because I wasn't shooting for that.
And that's good. When you can be just you. Yeah. You're doing you. Yes. You don't have to sit and go to the boss and suck up. Oh, yes, master, I'll do this, master. What time can I clock out, master? You're doing what you're doing because you love to do it. You're comfortable. You can do it on your own time, and you can put energy, your good energy and love into it. Yes.
And most people now, I guess they're seeing what you discuss. I'm the kind of guy, if anything, if I did have to put a price on anything, I would let you choose out of your heart.
I love that.
What you think you want to give, and I wouldn't be mad. Nothing's an insult, because I didn't charge you to tell me what you thought of it. You know, if you thought that's what you do. You deal with that feeling later, because maybe what you have in your house, somebody else might want it, and then the word is spread with that. I'm the kind of guy I let God and my friends and people who might try to follow me after this, or find it interesting, like you said, show you how to do it, tips. Like, my thing was, I had a problem with someone coming at me, because that's how I looked at it at the moment. Someone was sending me YouTube videos of how to do fine details, and I took it as, motherfucker, that ain't me.
You doing it how you want to do it. That's how I am too.
God, I can't keep saying God. My soul, me, Melvin. I take YouTube and I watch a lot of it, but I never ever in my life took a YouTube video, and I'm not lying, just to be like, oh wow, I never took a YouTube video to help me focus on my angels or my frogs or an elf.
Frogs too. Definitely need frogs.
I never ever took YouTube. Now, did I Google and try to see all different colors of a frog? Yeah, of course, we all do. I try to match our ideal, or even just put 2 ideals or 3 ideals into one. Even though it might be a green, I take a different green, like a lime green or a forest green. That shit might be hunter green. I don't follow your exact example. I freak that example. Exactly.
You said freak it.
Yeah. Freak it mean like freestyle. Like my slang is crazy, you know. I'm a kind of guy, I used to be shy and nervous, and I am, and I still am. But
really?
Yes. I don't look like it, but I'm nervous and I would never approach a woman. My thing is, when a lady approaches me, it make me know she different, because most women look at me and think I'm a hoe, or think I got so many hoes. I don't, you know. I'm not saying that I don't know how to talk to women. Just say I wasn't taught. A lot of men go by their friends, or they go by
TV, but TV and videos. Yes.
I'm an original guy, and everybody word up here is corny, and we call it lame. I'm a motherfucker like, I don't have no game. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't no Mac. I got bitches, I got hoes to make other men smile. You gotta watch. Sometimes no men be plotting, though. He got them hoes. I'm gonna go up behind and take them. You know what I'm talking about? I'm the kind of guy, I don't want nobody to know my old lady, you know, because they gonna try to tell me stories, and me knowing my mind, I'm gonna question my lady, and I'm gonna have no lady, because I'm gonna wanna know. I hate that I'm like that, but I'm honest, I'm raw. I'm a man that some men wish they can be. Some men will call me soft, and I'm gonna end this sentence with this. Winnie the Pooh soft, but at the end of the day, he's still a bear. Take his fucking honey away and see what happens. Yeah. Fuck with his family and see what happens. At the end of the day, the sentence, he's a bear. He will maul your ass. Why fuck with somebody that's not a threat? He's still a bear. Me saying, yeah, I'm soft, or I'm not a thug. You don't have to be a thug to be hard. You don't need to be hard to be a man. I'm a man because I say I'm a man. I was born one. I used to think, oh, you soft, meaning your boys ain't gonna want you around, or you're gonna get judged. Yeah, that's true. But some of them boys, when it's late night, they're gonna pull you to the side and they're gonna pour their deepest secrets. Pour the shit that's been eating them, why they act like how they act, or why they bully certain people, or why they want to play tough. There's some shit in them in their childhood murdered them. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit
Say it
out
again,
here.
Childhood. Go back to the childhood.
Yes.
People don't realize it stems from childhood.
Yeah, it starts from the bottom, you know what I mean? A lot of folks got a lot of resentment towards a lot of things, and whatever fucking remind them of that, they're gonna fight.
And some people don't even realize it. It's little triggers, like they call themselves pushing it aside. Oh, I'm good. I ain't worrying about that. I always say daddy issues. Shit, we all got them. I had daddy issues too. Daddy issues. Oh, I'm good. I ain't worrying about it. But then something might happen, and it triggers that anger in you. And people, you don't realize it. Like, I had to catch myself. Just something recently. I was telling Mendel, like, I kept saying I was over it. I was over it. I was over it. But then something, every time I would see something, I would feel some type of way, and I couldn't figure out, and I had to stop and say, it's not them, it's me. Because if I'm responding in negative, something that I'm holding on, they're over there living their best life. I'm gonna
ask you a question. Do you get angry at yourself when you notice you still can be triggered?
No. And I learned I have to be forgiving of myself.
I get angry because they're winning. They still can cut you on and off.
But the fact that if you know, I'm saying they're winning at that point, but then that's where you have to say, okay, enough is enough. And you have to let it go. Why are you still? It's not them. It's you. You're holding on.
I know that. That's why I said, do you be mad at yourself?
But I can't get mad at myself. I'll get mad at myself if I continue. Like I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like if I continue to keep allowing. When I realize it, I have to stop it. There's no way I'm going to allow myself to keep going. You get what I'm saying? I have to do what I need to do so I don't give them that much energy. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's doing. It's taking my energy from me. If my focus is on something else, whatever the issue is, if my energy is on that and not what my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing, I can't give them that.
But that's what you have a lot of what individuals don't. A lot of folks don't know their purpose. So they live for this drama shit. They live to
Yeah.
think, oh, this sweater back there looking at me. He don't like me. That's what they live for. Because they have a purpose.
You are
Their
right.
purpose is to think someone is after them, or think someone.
You're right. That's what they put their energy to. That's what it's going to be. So a man thinking, so he is.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. I get it.
And that's funny you said that topic, because that's what all I've been thinking about the last month. Like, what you think of you are. You're like, what you train your mind to say, what after I am, you are. You said it. No one else did.
I love it. I am. And that's whatever you put behind I am, that's what it is. Yeah. And it's powerful, and people don't realize it's very, very powerful. Like
you say, your tongue is your deadliest weapon.
Yes, it can be. Yes. So, we're gonna bring that back into painting. Yeah, we definitely gonna have some more podcasts. Yeah, we're gonna.
I don't mind. Like, if you want to use me on your podcast to be raw and
yes, we definitely gonna have some more topics, because yes, we can talk. So, with that being said, to sum this up with your paintings, I do believe, and you can, of course, if you agree or disagree, it stemmed from getting your emotions together. Yeah. Coping with things, life, your father, just dealing with things. And for me, I say it might not be your purpose in life. Yeah. You can have, for me, I think you can have several purposes. People can have several purposes. But for right now, it's serving a purpose right now in life. Yes. So it is a purpose. And like I said, the fact that it's caught my attention, you said other people, it's catching people's attention. Yes, it is. And you're being you, genuinely you, even the good, the bad, the ugly, like you said. I like that devil outfit. You get what I'm saying? Yes. And I think you should keep going and keep improving your craft. I'm definitely going to get some pieces from you. Yes. Don't stop. Yes. If it helps you, don't stop.
I got so good with it. I can walk in the store, thrift store, Family Dollars, and I have an eye for it. Like, I can look at something, like, and I'll think about a person and that piece of pop. I won't buy it then, but I'll wait, notice, like, oh, maybe their birthday coming up, and I'll go see. Sometimes I like I said, I think extreme. If the piece is still there, I'll be like, damn, God put that for me. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I went back and got it, like with the father and the dad, when I painted them matching clothes. That was a lot of pieces. A lot of people keep saying my father. Yes, that's true, my father. But I didn't met a lot of more men, which I'll never replace my father, but they give me fatherly advice. Yep. And I gave that piece to a person, which I've been noticing. I don't accept a lot of people. My circle probably 1 to 3. Family wise, that's not a circle. You're my blood.
Shit, I would beg to differ. Yeah. I'm sorry, some of my family not in my circle. I get it, but nah, fuck that.
No, they're not. I say they're different. I mean, they're blood, meaning I don't put you in a circle. Like, you choose to fuck with me, you choose to fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. I can't change that.
No, I get it.
I'm gonna love you, because you can't have hate in your heart. So you can have dislike, but hate is a powerful word. Yes. I do have hate, and I'm working on it. And I'm a man to admit that. I say hate because I'm a person that look past reality. Like, a lot of people say they this and they that, but I look at your actions. Yes. You do shit for approval from your pastor, or you look for approval from your husband.
Anybody.
Where's your approval of you? Like, on the internet, women want to be in your inbox and write shit to get other women to be jealous. I'm an in person. I'm not owned by nobody. I'm allowed to have friends. Yep. I used to think maybe women 18 were stupid and young. I got a 60-year-old, 50-year-olds, they acting like little ass girls, Yep. Us men, we do the same thing. It's more of jealousy. Like, if you like someone, fuck it, tell them, you know what I mean? They might like you too, but not to a level where, they just finna just tie down, because if you single, you got people you talk to. I'm sorry. Just being open and honest. You might even got somebody you deal with your little benefits with. just be raw with it. You know what I'm saying?
Honesty is key. Yeah. Walking your truth.
You don't owe nobody shit but the truth. If you want the truth for somebody, make sure you're doing that too. That's all I'm gonna end that with.
So with that being said, do you have anything else you would want to say to anybody that may be going through something or starting thinking about painting, anything? Do you have anything that you would want to say to anybody?
Just if you're going through something and you're scared of judgment, remember, they judge God, they judge the devil, they judge anybody. They're gonna judge you. Thing is, just watch who you choose to talk to, and try to really talk to yourself because you know yourself better than anyone.
Say it again.
And when you go to a psychiatrist, you got to remember, you got to give them shit to help you get through that shit.
Yes.
So the shit is your shit. Like, if you can go through that shit and put your hand in there and put, okay, this is water shit, this is solid shit. Let me deal with the water shit first. And it's never be afraid. If someone tell you need to see a psychiatrist, they're sending you somewhere so you don't fuck up their shit that they got going on, or they're going to tell someone that, oh, you're fucking crazy. You're going to run through all that, but don't stop on that mission of reaching out for help. You know what I mean? I'm always here. I'm always listening because I'm never always in light. You know, I'm in my tunnel and I don't see no light. I get in a little hole and I cut everybody off until my faith is reborn or my belief is reborn. I'll stop pain for a while because I'm dealing with a beast, and sometimes it's a 3-headed beast. And if you want to try painting, it's very easy. You know, don't never be scared to fuck up because I'm gonna tell you something. You can fix it. Always know you can fix it. White paint is a motherfucker. So that being said, I'm always open to listen. And you won't be judged. And if I can help you be on earth another day, let's just try to help each other because it's so easy to down and bash somebody.
Correct.
If you ain't gonna fucking help them, shut the fuck up.
At the end of the day, move on.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me. I appreciate it. Again, links is gonna be in the I'm getting always one time a brain fart, at least one episode. Links for him will be in description. And as always, I said it with no edit.